Welcome back, everyone. Today, why is there dog hair in my yarn? So, I didn't put it up. So today, last time we spun this beautiful sock yarn, 3-ply sock yarn, all done on a spindle that I made myself. And today, we're doing the next step, the scary step, making knitting needles and then knitting a pair of socks. So yeah, let's do it. But before we do it, I wanted to come back on the first video. Something that I should have mentioned before. I spun this raw fleece straight from the animal. It was in a bag. I didn't wash it at all. And of course, that means everything that was on the sheep stayed in that fleece, poop included. So just a like security advisory, not advisory, but like a do not try this at home with random fleece kind of topic, because sheep harbor a bunch of stuff that can then stay in that fleece, poop included. All poop disease and poop disgusting stuff can be in there. So I know the sheeps that this was from. I know the farm. I know it's super clean, and I know they test their animal for disease. So I know that it was not a risk for me. But I wouldn't do this with a random fleece from a random farm that I don't know, because you just don't know. And it can range from like benign infections that you can get all the way to anthrax. So be careful. And that was my safety tip part. Let's go in my basement and try to make some knitting needles now. All right. Welcome back to my basement. I got some sticks. It's a different part of my basement. I decided, well, I thought maybe we'd see better if I was in a bigger space, because, well, it's a basement and it's storage, so it's cramped. And again, I'm doing this in my basement because I don't want the animals to come close to the knife. So, all right, so let's try to do something. I'm gonna try to split the wood into like quarters and then try to round that up and see if that works. I have no faith, but we might be able to do this. So far so good. All right, is it a success? Maybe, maybe not. I'll get you closer and we can look at this together. And I was not recording, of course. So, I did split, try to split this part in half. It's thick and thin, and this part broke in half, so. And that was my boyfriend. I don't know if you, if you got it. So yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. I'll keep this one because it's like more even and it's not broken, and we'll see if we can use it. This one I can't because it's just broken half. But decided let's try on a thicker piece. Maybe it's gonna be easier to split it and have something decent. Just trying to like stab the knife in it and split it slowly down the length. And if that technique doesn't work, I think we're just gonna try to find some like thin sticks outside and just whittle out the the bark out of it. I think that would be a good way of doing this. Oops. All right, am I getting what I need? Oh, I think so. Let's try not to break it. There we go, I think we have it. Yeah! All right, we got 2. Am I able to, should I try to break it in 2 again? You know what? You know what? Let's try. Let's try and then we'll go outside. Whenever I fail. Oh, maybe I'll be able to do it. All right, well, we got something. Let's whittle it ever so slightly. Want to get the pit out. Yeah, we might get somewhere. No. Because I'm saying no just because, oops, turn on the focus again. Just because like, this is gonna be the part that's gonna use the most work and like it flakes off as I'm working it. So I feel like it's gonna break. Let's go outside and find some like thin-ish branch. I think that's gonna be our best guess. Welcome back to basement with some tiny branches. I don't know the essence of wood that, well, this one is honeysuckle. I didn't take that many of them because just like the, let's get a focus. Just like the elderberry, the pit is very prominent. So I don't want to risk it. But let's try to turn these little branches into knitting needles. And yes, they're not gonna be straight. I mean, it's straight off, right off of a tree. So, you know, we do what we can. And it's green wood, so I'm slightly tempted to leave the bark on because the bark is very smooth. Because if I don't leave the bark on, I have a feeling that the green sap will soak in the wool and do some bad stuff. It's just a feeling I have. And you can see the tip is a lot stronger than the one we had before. But we want to get rid of these little
Please focus. There you go. Those little nodes everywhere, just to make sure it's super smooth. So let's make sure that they are gone. There you go. I think we have one needle. Woo! 3 more to do. And I did try to, like, they're not exactly all the same size. Some are thicker, some are thinner, but I feel like the average is fine. We'll find out. It's not going to be like the most perfect pair of socks, of course, because I mean, I'm amazed at the quality of the yarn that we got. But I don't know. We might be pleasantly surprised of the quality of the of the branch needles. That's a really fun project to do. And like, it makes me wonder, like, in the past, I'm sure this is exactly how it was made. Like, maybe, I don't know. Well, the first people that knit probably did something similar. I don't know. I don't know the history of knitting, and I know that null binding was invented first. But at some point, people were making knitting needles. And I don't know. It's fun to like think back and kind of feel like you're doing something that super historical like that, while also like low stakes craft kind of thing. But back in the days, it was to be warm, to stay warm. At the end of the day, knitting needles are sticks. So, and now for smell-o-vision. It is greenwood, so that means it smells green. It smells like spring. It smells like some plants that I just cut off. This very green, sappy smell makes me excited for spring. I'll be able to start my garden soon. Very excited for that. And I'm gonna have a whole bunch of mulch because the mill has some very bad wool to throw away. So we're gonna have a good quantity of mulch. But here we go. Our somewhat even knitting needles. Let's find out if they actually work. And now, it is time to, well, make a ball. Yeah, let's make a ball. It's gonna be the old-fashioned ball because I want to use as little tools as possible, and I'm not gonna create a whole Swift and ball winder setup. We're just gonna roll the ball with our hands. And to do this, we're gonna be using this chair that I'm not sitting on because it's currently occupied by a little void. Woody, oh yes, oh you're a good kitty. All right, let's put this on the back of the chair and start winding a ball. Oh God, it shrank. Where did I put my knife? Aha. All right, that's one end. And we want to break this one as well. Let's close this because there's a bunch of animals close by. Giving kisses. Oh.
Is it the most comfortable chair in the house, sir? Is that why you always steal it from me? Oh my god. All right. Plan B. This is the other way I do it when I don't have a Swift available or close by. Let's just, before putting, oh my god, I hope I didn't scratch the mic the entire time. Let's just find the end before putting it around our head. Here it is. Let's tie this back on, because we're not wasting spindle spun yarn. Making this flat nut because it's a lot easier to hide in the knit. There we go. And now we can continue winding our ball without all the tension from the back of the chair, because this skein really shrank. So yeah, before getting a Swift, this is how I was doing it. And you don't want like to pull on it, you really want to go around your head with it, because otherwise it tightens up around your neck and it's not good. Oh, big kitty sleeping. And we got our big ball of yarn. And yeah, I'm still on the floor because this little guy is still on my chair. So let's go. Yeah, is it good? Is it good branches and a good... Yeah, I don't want the points being close to your eyes, sir. I think it's approved. Let's grab our sticks and our big ball of yarn and start knitting those socks. Ah, yeah. Woody is gone, so I can reclaim my chair. All right, so my biggest question is how many stitches? I could do a gauge swatch, but do I? Since let's compare. Where are my knitting needles? So these are my normal knitting needle. This is a 2.5 millimeter. And these are the ones that I just made. So they're thicker. So they're probably like closer to a 3.5 millimeter kind of thing. Can you focus on the right thing, please? And yeah, so I feel like the socks, I cannot knit them with this thin of a needle because I did it in the past with a yarn that was this thick and it was way too like, the fabric was too tight. Like it was wrong there. So since they are thicker, we don't need the 64 stitches that I usually use for my socks. And I'm thinking maybe let's go with a 56, which is like 2 sets of 4 down from my recipe. I think that should work. Let's try that. 56. So they do slide quite easily on it. Not as easily as a knitting needle, a normal knitting needle, but close enough. 56, there we go. Let's spread these out on a 3rd needle and we'll be able to start knitting. Ah, yeah. All right, so as you can see, I did 6 stitches. And I'm having some issues with it. Well, it's snagging on a lot of stuff on these needles. I'll try to continue and see, but I might have to go back to the drawing board on those needles. It's working, but yeah, maybe not the best. Like the tip is bending. It's like I'm knitting with branches or something. But I mean, we're getting fabric. That part I'm not surprised, but yeah, these tips are not the best. And like, I was sliding over some stitches earlier, and if the camera can focus, like I could barely slip them on this. It was snagging everywhere, and like this one is just so gnarly. I know I can't knit with this end at all. So I think I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, try to make some more, and I'll be back. All right. Take 50 whatever. So I'm getting somewhere now. I went to grab a stick, a thicker stick, as you can see, and I just started whittling it down to almost nothing. So I'm trying, I'll get closer to show you. I'm trying to like bypass the pitting, the middle part, and I'm really just like digging in the side of the wood. So that way we're sure that we're gonna get just the smooth wood, the smooth and strong wood, and we'll be able to have like a real point that's not gonna like flay out. So yeah, this is where I'm at. Ah yeah, we're getting somewhere. So I ended up making some new needles. Hide my face so I can focus. I made some needles a bit like, well, you've seen it. It's more like on the edge wood than the center wood. So there's no pitting. And yeah, they look like this. You can actually get a point on it. And they're a lot easier to work with. Two of them are made out of walnut because the branch was long enough, and then two other ones are made of maple because the branch was not long enough to make all four. So yeah, I started knitting. I'm making like ankle socks because I fear that I will not have enough to make like longer socks. And yeah. Oh yeah, also I frogged what I did with the branches, these ones. Just because I was realizing that the sock was way too wide. So we went from 56 stitches to 44. And it looks a lot more sock size. So let's keep on knitting. I'm at the heel, by the way. It's the heel is gonna be here. So it's gonna be very shorty socks, but should be fine. Let's keep on knitting. Do you want to see what I have in my bag? It's our first sock! Woo! So yes, I did get very much in the zone, and I started knitting and knitting and knitting. Also, they are quite big knitting needles. So thank you, Tommy. Of course he's playing with this toy, like always. So with the 44 stitches and the bigger knitting needles, it knits super quickly. And then I went to the knitting event at my local yarn shop, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna spend the entire hour 2 hours that I was there to knit the toe, because usually it's about what it takes me to knit toes. But then ended up doing this in like maybe an hour maximum, and gave me time to start on the second one. So since I didn't film it, since I didn't think I would be able to film, well, I didn't think I would be at that point where I was going to film the toe at all, because also I had still a few rows to do before the toe. So I did film on my cell phone. So here's the how I did the closing. The toe decrease, it's just normal toe decrease every second round, and then every round for a while, and then I get like a short amount of stitches. And then since I don't have a needle, I didn't make a needle. I thought, oh, let's just do like a knitted cast off. It does create like wings, like a little bunny ears at the toe, but nah, I don't care too much. So the way I did it, I put all the stitches on 2 needles, and then I took another needle and I took like 1 stitch from each needle alternating. So I ended up having everything on 1 needle, and then I just did a normal cast off. So first sock, oh yeah. Is it my prettiest sock? Absolutely not. This is very, let's call it rustic. But it was made with sticks, so I'll cut myself some slack. This entire sock was made with sticks. Sticks that I harvested, not sticks that I bought, because knitting needles are sticks. But yeah, first sock done. Let's do our second one, and I'm currently on the heel, because those are shorty socks. I could have properly made them longer, but I was so scared to run out of yarn, but like this is what we have left, so I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna still have some left over afterwards, but let's make them equal, even. Let's make them even, and then figure out how much we have left. I did do an upgrade on my setup, on my gear, because I started with 2 knitting needles made of maple and 2 made of walnut, but I'm kind of learning woodworking and woods as I'm doing this. So one thing I didn't know is maple is a lot harder as a wood than walnut is, which I thought they would be about equal, but apparently not. So what happened with the maple, with the walnut is, if it wants to focus, it kept on like splintering off at the end. So like the wool would catch on it all the time and kind of rip, and like even down as I was like sliding it down. Well, this one is not, yeah, here, like you can see it here, the little catches everywhere, and it kept on like catching on all the wool all the time, and it got very annoying. Like I would just like there would be like an entire splinter out, and I would just like pull it, and it was running across the entire stick. So I got very annoyed at this, and I decided to make some other ones made out of maple. Please focus on the knitting and not on my desk. There you go. And these ones are a lot harder, and as you can see, the tip is still pointy and not flaking off. So yeah, if you ever make a similar project, go with a harder wood, maple. And some people in my Discord were saying that oak would probably be a good option as well. So yeah, just keep in mind the hardness of the wood, apparently. So yeah, now I have 4 knitting needles made out of maple. and we have a lot of that sock done. Like I'm almost on the toes now. That's crazy. Bigger yarn does make faster socks, for sure. I don't think I talked about. I don't think I did talk about like how I decided to do this project. It's to me, no. It's from seeing like all the knitting products and like extra tools that you can buy and like the fancy needles, because like there's some needles that are extremely expensive. Like if you look at the Chiagu, I think, like there's some needle sets that. You okay, Coco? There's some needle sets that goes for like $400 and up, and like it's kind of blowing my mind because, like, yes, I did buy some. Are they knit picks? I think. Like, I did buy a set of like fancier needle for sock knitting just because I knit so many socks. But like, they're not the $50 one. They're like $20, but still. And I've been knitting most of my life with like the needles from my grandma and my stepdad's grandma, my stepdad's mom. Yeah, I've just been like knitting with those all my life, and I never actually got the urge of like getting more expensive ones. And I don't know, it kind of felt like overconsumption a bit, and it kind of sparked the idea of like, can you go the extreme in the other direction instead of going like super expensive? Oh, you need the stopper for the needles, you need the like fancy metal stitch marker, and the electronic row counter and stuff like that, and like the metal ring that costs like $60 for row counting. And it just at some point sparked the idea of going the opposite direction, going like the extreme, and like, how can I make most of it from scratch without buying expensive stuff, without equipment, basically. And it kind of sparked the idea of, can I make it? Can I actually make all the tools required and get something decent out of it? And so far, I think the result is decent. It's not my best pair of socks ever, because like the needles, none of them are the same size. So the fabric is not perfect. But I mean, I managed to make, well, almost 2 socks, a sock and 3/4 of a sock, out of sticks and wool, a bag of wool, not even like spun wool, and not even carded. It was just like raw fleece, basically. So I don't know. It was a fun experiment, something I wanted to try, and I'm quite satisfied so far. And also, just the romantic idea of making everything myself. Someone on Discord said, no, it was at work. Someone said at work, her dad or granddad was saying that to create the perfect handmade apple pie, you need first to create the universe. Like, you need to, like, the idea of getting the handmade apple pie from scratch, like, you would have to plant the tree, but then that seed, where does it come from? And like, go the extreme in the other way. So like, you end up creating the universe to actually be making the apple pie from scratch. It was making me laugh. And I don't know. It made me realize a lot of stuff. Like, when I started it, I was like, oh, I'll just get some sticks. But I never thought of like, maybe the wood was not hard enough. And so maybe getting any type of wood is not going to be working, because the wood is going to split all the time and catch the little wool ends. So then finding out what works best. I don't know. It was a very, very interesting and how do you say that? Illuminating experience. Yeah, I'm happy with my experiment. Also, last night at the local yarn shop, all the ladies, like, first of all, they laugh at me because I use straight needles to knit sock, and they all do circular needle with the magic loop method. So then me coming in with my sticks, they were laughing, but they were also like, why? Just why are you doing this? It was funny. As you can see, I am now closing my toes. Woo! So I'll show you exactly what I did last time. Basically, right now we have 3 needles holding all of our stitches. So we want to put them all on 1 needle. So let's first put them on 2 needles. So I'll spread them evenly. I know that the middle is in the middle of this one, so I'll just slip 2 stitches on 1 needle, and then slip the remaining 2 stitches on this needle. There we go. So right now, all of our stitches are spread out evenly. I think so. These two, there we go. Evenly, yay! And now we want to have all of them on 1 needle. So the way I did it for the previous sock is I'm gonna start on the side where I have my leading yarn, and I'll start by slipping the one I would knit if I was knitting a row, and then I'll do the other one. With the yarn, not too much in the way, please. Thank you very much. And then I'll come back here and slip this one. Thank you. And then slip the other way. Am I still in frame? I am in frame. I just go and slip them. Try not to drop any stitches. Go. And last one. Woo! So all of our stitches are on 1 needle now. And now I'm just gonna do a normal cast off. So I just knit 1, knit the second one, and then slip this one over. And just keep on going like that. So knit 1, cast it off over, knit 1, cast it off over. Also, I do not recommend doing this on like normal socks because it's creating ears. It's a style. It's a design decision. It's something that people tend to avoid doing. That's why people use the Kitchener stitch to close off the toes, because it doesn't create these. And here we go, last stitch. Let's pull it through and then break our yarn. Very rough, very tough yarn. And there we go. beautiful socks with a little tab, because I mean, it's a design choice. Ah yeah. All right, let's do some reveal shots. Here we are with our beautiful, fully handmade socks from, oop, there's a disgusting thing on this one. We vacuum, but then sometimes the cat will play with some something they find. So, you know how it is. But we got two beautiful heel sock. I did realize as I was finishing the second one that I could have made them longer, because I do still have some wool left over. I'm gonna find a project for it. Do not worry, it's not gonna go in the trash. Of course not. It's been a very interesting experience to like start from these sticks, then spun the yarn, which was like such a huge ball of handspun yarn. To me, stop sniffing her butt. It's disgusting. Velma is just spread eagle on the right there, and Tommy is just smelling her butt. Disgusting. So yeah, it's been a very interesting experience to like have a bunch of sticks, get the yarn, and then like figure out the evolution of my knitting sticks. I'll just grab all of them from like these branches that are still green a few weeks later to the walnut sticks, and then finally the maple ones that are very strong, and like even the point is still there. Please stop focusing on my face so it can like... So like the point is still very pointy, and I keep stabbing my fingers as I'm knitting. So if you do decide to make your own knitting needle, use maple. Probably oak would be good as well, because it's a very like strong wood. But I have experience with maple, and I can say it's a great wood to do it. I would also suggest to use something else than just a knife, because it's very hard on your finger, and like I have some bobo. I hurt myself just like from the friction of the knife in my palm. It's not a cut, do not worry. It's just like the friction made injured me a little bit. But we got there in the end. We got two beautiful socks, surprisingly soft. So yes, doing one ply of Dorset really made a difference, because if I like, it's not soft, but it's still way softer than my pure Cheviot wool that I have. I do know, I saw in the comments from my last video that Cheviot is not always scratchy, but the one I have is scratchy. But it might be scratchy for like next to skin in my neck area, but like on my foot, it's fine. It doesn't like really bother me that much. I have sensitive skin and it's still not bothering me that much. But yeah, 2 ply of Cheviot, 1 ply of Dorset made some beautiful off-white socks. And like, if you really look at them closely, there is some lines here and there of like darker here and then like softer whites. So there's like a small variation of color, but overall, very off-white. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this short series of trying to make everything myself, to make some socks. I did really enjoy it, and it kind of proved me, like I was mentioning earlier, that you don't need all the fancy equipment. Yes, you do need some, like, I won't lie, these socks have very loose moral on the stitch definition. Like all the knitting needles are not the same, exactly the same size. Whoops. They're not all exactly the same size. Like some are thicker, some are thinner. So yes, it creates uneven stitches, but like just proves that you don't need the fancy $400 needle to knit anything. Just a straight stick will do the trick, whatever that straight stick is. Yeah, really enjoy this. I don't think I'm gonna ever knit anything else with these because I mean, they're very uneven. So like to make the project, it was fine. But if I ever redo it, I think I'll make using way more tools, like a plane, a little hand plane, to just make sure that they're very smooth and even all the way through. But these, I'm gonna keep these just for remembering this project, because it was a really fun project. And the socks I will wear. Like once they're finished and once I wear them, and like, yes, I did cheat a little. I used a knitting sewing needle, a wool sewing needle to weave my ends. But once they're on my feet, it's really not as bad as I as I thought it would be with all like the strings everywhere. So yes, they will see a lot of use. Probably more in the summer because well, spring and autumn because they're very thick. So probably not for summer, but like since they're shorter, I feel like I'm gonna be wearing it in the warmer months than on the colder ones because I like having tall socks for the very cold months. But yeah, really enjoyed this project. I hope you did too. If you did, please subscribe, leave a comment below, tell me how you found this project, and there's probably going to be some more crazy projects like this one later. So subscribe if you want to see more. But for now, for me, I will go and edit this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.